Hey to my awesome women over 40. Echo off. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Y'all know I used to say I'm on a mission to help y'all get married. Yeah, I'm here. I really want to help you attract the love you desire and deserve. And I think deserve is the right term. Me and Kevin Samuels kind of went back and forth about that because, yes, I spoke with Kevin Samuels, but I paid. It wasn't like he was my friend. And I think that eventually, though, had he still been alive, I definitely would have worked with him in some way, shape, or form because I did pay to meet with him. And I think he gave me advice for about 5 minutes. And it was what I needed. But he spent like 45, 50 minutes talking to me about how I need to be teaching women what I've learned, what I know. And my background is I was an educator, but it's in my blood. My grandmother taught over 40 years. I have a daughter that's a school teacher. I have relatives that are, teachers. I still teach. I teach at Entrepreneurship Center. I'm teaching at a major college. Well, not teaching. No. I'm going to be advising, coaching in the Entrepreneurship Center. And so these are the things I do. But I find that I just love to share, but that's my spiritual gift. My spiritual gift is edification. You all know your spiritual gifts. It's a whole nother conversation, but these are important. So I enjoy sharing, but for many of you all, marriage is just not. You don't want you. I probably, if you book like a one-on-one or went into my Patreon, I'd say, yeah, I don't know that you should get married because I think there's a criteria or a checklist that you should use as you get older, and it might be better for you to be apart. It might be better for you to be the special friend in the obituary. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being transparent with you. It might be better to live apart because as men get older and as women get older, we do become a little bit more difficult to live with or get along with. And you think it'd be a little bit easier, but I think oftentimes it's not because many of us are set in our ways. Now, for me, um, I just believe I've been hardwired to love and to live with another individual. I enjoy it. I enjoy love. I enjoy relationships. I've never lived by myself ever, 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 ever. And I love living with someone and living and doing life with someone. You just have to make sure that you choose the right someone. Okay, with that said, that's my commentary. Today, if you are in my Patreon society already, I am going to be referencing a book in this video. So I'm going to post this video both places, but the link to the book is actually going to be in the comment post or description for Patreon. If you're not, then I'm just going to read from the book and you're just going to have to wonder where I'm reading it from. So I want to talk about marrying over 40 and attracting the love you desire and deserve. And again, I say deserve because I do have the core belief, and I always say core because here it comes from my soul. I believe you really, if you desire it, deserve to be loved the way you desire to be loved. If you want a companion, if you want a provider, if you want to be able to decompress your day, if you want someone that's going to rub your feet, if you want someone that's going to take a bath with you, if you want someone that you can be intimate with, if you want someone that you can visit art museums and travel the world, then that's what you deserve. If you're willing also to put in the work and be the finest woman that you can be, I believe you can get whatever you want. And don't get me wrong, this isn't being like, oh, my aesthetic has to be on point. Listen, men like what they like. I say it every video. I have seen men with all different types of women, big, small, attractive, unattractive, short hair, long hair, some with androgynous features. It don't matter. And also, when I'm doing these videos and I'm coming from the gym, because I've committed, I want to do at least 5 to 8 minutes a day talking to y'all. But I wear all black to the gym. I go to my studio in the morning and cycle because number one, with all black, when you're sweating as a woman, you kind of get that sweat line here, and it's kind of, I don't want no men, y'all attracted all to here, and it just makes easy in the morning. The only thing I change is my sports bra color. Well, this one is blue. Okay, that's why y'all always see me in black, and typically I have different jackets. Okay, excuse me, got some allergies going. All right, so let's talk about marriage over 40. Okay, marriage over 40. So, in the late 80s, a study was published that claimed a 40-year-old woman was more likely to be killed by a terrorist than to marry. The study took place before 2001, so this is a while. I don't know what the study would say now. So, the researchers gave virtually the same answers. They had single friends in their 40s who found it terribly difficult to meet eligible men, so they were convinced the study had a kernel of truth. Some accepted it, some didn't. Here are some different bullet points. Now, this book is a little aged in terms of it was published in, so it's relevant, but it may not be as relevant today. But the foundational truths remain the same. Okay, why is the intro here and it doesn't have me when the book was published? Publication, okay. Oh, they did this a little backwards. Oh, here it is. It was published 2003, so it's dated, but it's foundationally true. The chances you'll find a man are less than they were when you were younger. You know that. Pool of eligible men decreases as women get older, but there's still eligible men. Now, I will say, my belief is, I believe the eligible men are greater for women that, again, are their finest fit, feminine, friendly, fun, interesting, nice, exciting, energetic, sexy, sassy, trauma free. I made that up. It's mine, just like Kevin Samuels had FBI and CIA and all of that. You do certain things, you're not going to have a problem getting a man. You will be beating them off with sticks. You need to understand what type of man you want, and that's why I'm shifting some of the videos into, look, y'all got to get into Patreon. I have a whole checklist. Like, there are red flags, there are things people online cannot share with you because they're talking femininity and all of this, and they're not in relationships, and it is so different. It's very different. I'm not saying it's very neutral in terms of how I think good or bad. It's just different. So if you are a certain aesthetic, certain type, certain mannerisms, listen, you won't have a problem. Some of you have to work a little harder, but you need to know what to look for. You know, if he's never been married, he's not going to marry you. This is statistically proven. But you know, does he have a bunch of babies, bunch of exes, bunch of drama? You know, what's his trail? I call it like Linus from the Charlie Brown. What's the trail, the stink behind him? And you got some too. We got stink because my son was acting a fool before I got married to my husband. My son he was giving me headaches. He was just wasn't a good time at that time. But it was not because of the relationship. It was just teenage years. So for some of you, y'all might need to wait till these kids get out the house and you're empty nester. Okay. Men look at the world differently as they get older. Some women get trapped in the past and are disappointed because they expect men to respond to them the same way they did when they were in their 20s and 30s. It's unlikely that men will come flocking to you. For most women over 40, this isn't a realistic expectation. So you must be more proactive. Luck plays a great part. But you can rearrange the odds to be in your favor. Actually, my hairstylist had told me recently, you know, she's single in her 60s. She's sharp, y'all. She looks so good. So she's real fit and just a beautiful, beautiful spirited woman. And, you know, I've been sharing, you know, the things that I've learned over the years. And she actually texted me last night. It was like, hey, I went to a neighborhood. She went and sat at the bar at a neighborhood eatery. Because when I say bars, I'm not literally meaning bars. I'm saying sit at the bar at a restaurant. And she was talking with the bartender, and there was a young man she was talking to next to her, and he played in a jazz band and invited to her jazz event. Not to like get with her, but invited her to the event and she'll meet other people. She loves jazz. So that's, like I said, your habits and your hobbies will help you attract the right type of husband because you already have shared interest. All right, so women over 40 looking for husbands had 3 challenges they said they face. Difficult to meet eligible men. I've been giving you all kind of tips on that. You have the core belief all good ones have been taken, and the men their age were dating younger women. So let's talk about each of these, and then I'll stop this video and just really work through this book over the next few videos. And again, this is my channel. I appreciate y'all watching. I like 2,000 subs. I don't make money from YouTube, so my videos are different. I ain't up here, you know, with all the sparkle and dazzle. I record them from my phone. I have a video channel, Spark Wisdom. I had since 2009. I don't even do fancy videos there, but I used to. I don't make money from YouTube. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I have government contracts, corporate contracts, county contracts, chamber of commerce contracts. I help local counties, corporations, and municipalities increase local minority contract participation. I have clients that do 100 million, 200 million. I know folks that have billion-dollar IDIQs. So this is not what I do. I really genuinely want to share because I meet so many women in my day to day, and I talk to them too. Like, I talk to everybody. I love to talk to y'all. Everybody. Not everybody, everybody. And I do this because I enjoy it. So that's why I do these videos. So, I'll probably make some pennies from YouTube over the years. I made several $1,000s from YouTube over the years, but yeah. So that's why y'all don't see I don't want to make fancy videos. Okay? But if y'all ask questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so it's not difficult. So these are the challenges that women said they had. It's not difficult to meet eligible men. You all are not making yourselves available most of the time. That's why, when I think online, people are like, "Oh, this online dating." There are others that I've seen over the years. I don't watch anybody online anymore. I barely watch YouTube. I read a lot. I listen to audiobooks, but I'm not online. I'm only on LinkedIn, and I make YouTube videos. Very seldom do I watch them. Um, so there are some that say, hey, online or offline. I am now a huge advocate for offline dating. I think that you go online, I would have a dating profile online and I would ask him or that individual for an online dating profile. I think that you learn a lot, but you need to be in these interactive settings. But Montine, I met him online. We can go. No, I want you to meet people in interactive settings. I want you to sit at the bars. I'm going to charge you with going to events like in my community. I'm getting my grandson today. So his great grandma, she's one of my best friends and she watches my videos. Hey, Grandis. Hey. She's probably laughing right now. But I'm getting my grandson. I'm going to hang out with his great grandma. And then I love smart people. She's such a smart woman. She graduated from Tuskegee. She's amazing. And excuse me. Then my community actually has a concert tomorrow. So I'm going to go to a concert. My husband coaches basketball. So I normally go Chicago Step and I'll go to his game. And then me and my little grandson will probably go hang out at the little concert. But if I was a single woman, y'all should go. But what happens is you go with your girlfriends. But I see men there all the time by themselves. Most of the time, single men hang out by themselves for whatever reason. Y'all should be going to these events. Then on Sunday, I'm going to my Chicago Step-in classes and I might stay for one of the sets. I go to church in the morning, but I'll drop my grandson off. There are eligible men. So change that belief. Everywhere you go, start, you know what? I took this course, and I don't want to name it because I don't want to promote it. But one of the things that, one of my friends said from it that she captured, because I didn't catch it because I wasn't in that part of the cohort, but it was all about like relationships to men. And you had to basically speak to every man that you saw and count the number of eligible men that were of what you liked, your flavor, whether it was black, white, Hispanic, whatever. There are men everywhere. You're gonna see a lot of. So start speaking to men. Montina, I don't know if they married or not. You're not going to marry them the next day. Y'all are so stuck on, I'm married and I speak to men. I'm married. I just had lunch yesterday with a man that's a colleague. And, the woman went to bring the check and, went to, I knew the lunch, excuse me, was over. And we've been friends for years, but it still was business. And so I said, "Oh, bring two checks." He said, "No, no, no." He looked at me and I said, she was like, "Oh, he's a gentleman." She may have thought we were together. And I said, "And he's single. He is phenomenal man." She's like, "Oh, you're single." So, I pointed that out and he was like, "I'm happy to pay for it." Cause women don't understand. He's like, "Martina, women don't understand just you offering to pay." And I said, "Well, it's business lunch. I expected to pay." So you all need to notice these eligible men. The second thing is most of the good ones have been taken. I mean, the reality is most of the good ones are married. They were taken in their 20s and then weren't necessarily good husbands. I met a lot of husbands who were like, I was not a good husband. So a lot of women went through ooh, they went through some tough years. Their husbands are amazing now, but people don't tell you the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay. People run around 20, 30-year marriages like, oh my God, we just been through so much. What y'all been through? You gonna be in some valleys, but I don't know. Some of the things they've been through, I know I couldn't have went through it. That's why I'm not in a 20+ year marriage. But most of the good ones are taken. But there are a few that are left, and those you just need one. Okay. You meet 50 men a year because you're going out every single week to sit at a bar or an event or a habit or a hobby. You are going to, I mean, if out of 50 you can't meet one, you just need one. I'm saying 50 is an easy number. Talk about being single, amongst your colleagues and your friends. I meet single men all the time. Okay. But most of the good ones, they are taken because good men, just like a good woman, just like you shouldn't be on the block that long. I'm just saying. And then here, the third okay, so listen, There are some men, like I watch these age gap dating shows, and I met a man recently, and it didn't click actually until like a week or two later that he was telling me that his mother was 22 years younger than his father. And I was like, wow, this and that. But then I realized he and I are the exact same age gap as his parents. I'm in my mid 40s and he's like almost 70. And it clicked. Now, I don't even know if he meant it to click that way or he was just he was just sharing with me. But yeah, you get to 22 years. Now, for me at my age now, I don't know, 20 plus years probably wouldn't matter as much, but it depends. I had a man in his, he was older than my mom would be. And I was just like, I mean, I'm not interested anyway. I'm married, but it's like, I personally don't know if I could be with somebody older than my mama. But I mean, I don't know. But most men want age appropriate women. No man has a 20-year-old daughter, wants to run around here with a 20-year-old girlfriend. It's weird. Same for y'all though. Some of y'all, I mean, like I date younger men. Like, ew, you're dating my son-in-law is like probably mid-30s, about 10 years younger than me. And I couldn't see myself dating someone my son-in-law's age. That is nasty to me. Now y'all do you. But most men want age appropriate women. Well, what's age appropriate? So if you're in your 60s, you probably can date men 55 to 75 or, way over. I don't want these older men. Was many of them don't want you because you're mean. Like y'all act like you guys are special unicorns. And I have the clearance rack video because it's the truth. You're not as special as you think that you are because these men out here have options just like you have options, but many of the women are watching videos just like this, just like you. So you get what you get and you make the best of it, but get the best that you qualify for. So most men want age appropriate women. I don't know what that looks like for you. But again, I'm talking about the challenges these women said that they have, and these are just shifts in your mindset. I don't prefer men my age. I do like the age gap. My husband and I have almost 10 years, and it works for us. They're having a few challenges where, I feel like he has, well, I'm just gonna say that. I don't want to say anything about my husband. 'Cause some of y'all, I don't know who's watching my videos thinking y'all running back telling my husband, but I don't want to I'm not gonna, you're weird. You guys are weird. If you're doing that, you're weird. Stupid. Anyways, I will say for me, I prefer older men, but if you prefer younger men, you do you. It depends on if you want kids. I have some girlfriends in their late 30s, and one, she is super sharp in her 40s. She's 40, and this guy in her 30s is so interested in her, but he wants a baby, and she's like, I'm not having no babies. So if that's a hard no for you, then don't date younger men that want babies, because you're just eventually it's going to dissolve, or he's going to regret you, and then he can have kids shit till he's 100, and you can't. All right. So, anyways, I'm at my time. I'm making this longer video, and whatever it is, what it is. Watch what you want, or don't watch it at all. See, when you don't do YouTube because you want to, your posture is completely different than people that do YouTube because they have to. I can be on a YouTube all day doing these videos, but you can attract the love you desire and deserve. Men do marry women your age. Men want women your age. Men are attracted to age appropriate women. They are always going to have something where, yeah, they like younger, maybe prettier women, but don't you look at younger, nice looking men? There's some nice looking men I be looking at. Okay, y'all sharp. One that come to my gym, he be smiling and stuff. He's married. He's a little nice looking young man. And I told him one day, because I'll save his bike at the gym. And I told him one day, I said, I call him young man. But I told him, I said, you're a nice looking young man. I said, your wife don't be coming to the gym. He's like, no. And then they'll say no, ma'am, to me because I assert that type of authority, but I don't date younger men. So it is what it is. So as always, thanks for watching my videos. I know I'll be all over the place, but these videos are not designed for men because men are the only ones that want things in a linear, focused manner. Women, we're like spaghetti. And there's a book called Men Are Like Waffles and Women Are Like Spaghetti. So you should be able to follow the flow of all of everything I'm saying. Right? That's right. Okay. So as always, thank you so much for watching my video. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'm going to make it shorter. All right, y'all.